It's another new Zentangle tangle called Hearty Wyfore. We start with gratitude, breathe in the things we're grateful for, exhale all the junk, light with the pen, light with the pressure. This is an elongated S shape. And now what we're going to do is we're going to connect another elongated S shape, just like we are here. And then we're going to do one more, but the end of this S shape, you're going to see, is actually going to come to the center, kind of like a heart. Now we're going to mirror all of this. So instead of an S shape, you could think of it as a rounded, elongated number 2. So we're mirroring the other side, meaning if we folded the paper right in the center and we folded it in half, they would both be the same on each side. Now we're going to add printemps in each of these rounded sections, but you want to be sure that you end with the point facing down. So as I do this printemps, I want to end facing down. And you're going to do that with each top section of your elongated S shape or number 2, depending on which side. And so once we do this, we're going to, this is where you can either address the bottom here. If you want to make a point, make it rounded. There's so many different things that you can do. Now we're going back up to the top and we're connecting the scroll part of Y4. So you can see the first section I connected. Now I'm going to do the top part of the inner scroll. Connect, imaginary line, and connect. And then we're going to do it at the bottom of both of the printemps, connecting them. And you'll see that this creates this beautiful scroll pattern. The pens that I'm using are Grabby. I love them. I will have the information in the description of this video. You can go to my link tree and go to Grabby. And I also have a discount code for you as well, if you're interested in these pens. And they also just released some very cool erasable gel pens that they keep selling out of, which I really love. So now that we've done each section of this is Hearty Wyfore. So I'm going to do it one more time so you can see it. And we're doing the elongated S shapes, except for the very last one. The top is the elongated S, but then it turns into the bottom of what I would say is a heart. Then we're going to the elongated number 2s, or we're mirroring what we just drew, bringing that down, making sure that you're not holding your breath. Make sure that you're light with the pen, the pressure, not biting the inside of the cheek, clenching the jaw. Remember, it's about the journey to the end of the tangle. The tangle's a bonus at the end. Here's where we add our printemps. And if you've done 2.5 elongated S's or 2 shapes, then you will end up having 2 sets of 3 of the printemps. And enjoy the process. Don't judge your work. I tend to say that tangles go through an ugly phase where I look at them and go, oh, I don't love it, but then I walk away and come back. I keep all the tangles that I'm not really sure about in a drawer, and I come back to them, and many times I go, wow, this is just beautiful. How did I not see the beauty in this? But what happens is sometimes I tend to overtangle, where I sit down and I want something completed right away, but it's just not the way creativity always tends to flow. So again, we're drawing the line, imaginary line, bringing it over, doing the same at the top and the bottom of the printemps, breathing, light with the pen, light with the pressure. Now remember, there's so many things you can add to this. I am teaching you the basics, and then the Zentangle method, the goal is for you to take the basic of this tangle and create something completely all on your own that's magical and wonderful and that you love. So here is Hearty Wyfore. Now here's regular Wyfore connected to some Huggins, if you wanted reference for what regular Huggins looks like. Then I added a few things because we did this live, and I enjoyed how it turned out. What I did love is As I was looking at this, I felt like contrast was needed. And so I just took what I call lines, and I drew one line and I auraed it over and over and over in the background. Every time I got to the Y4, I would imaginary line until I got to those inner triangles. And I imagine that those inner triangles can see through to the lines. And so I added them in there. And this is just an idea of something you can do. I really enjoyed this. Auraing lines on one whole piece of paper. I love to do that if I'm having a day where I just need my mind to relax. I also love to do it with flux and crescent moon, where I just don't have to think and I flow and flow and flow, as well as Muka. So see what works for you. I have many other tutorials. Make sure you subscribe if you have not subscribed to my page, because I've been adding lots of new tangles. Here is after I have added lots and lots of shading. I ended up working on this until 3 in the morning and then shaded it even more this morning. So you can see when you turn your work and move it, you can see how adding shading to those lines makes it look like paper or waves. But you really have to hold your work away from you and admire it and move it around, because they are working pieces of art. They do have movement. You just have to move them. So be sure to subscribe. Have a great day. Check out my other videos. See you real soon.